Hi, I'm Craig Connelly, and you're watching Toasted.
Craig, welcome to Amsterdam.
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine. How are you? You just like a 14-hour set in the basement or something? Because you were really busy, right?
Yeah, it wasn't a 14-hour set. I just jumped into a guest mix on A State of Trance with Armin van Buuren. I was debuting a few tracks off the album. So yeah, we just finished that right now.
Sweet, man.
Yeah, it was awesome.
You just landed. You just came from Manchester today, right?
That's correct, yeah. We were up early this morning, landed in Holland around 9 a.m. and then spent the whole day here in the Armada offices. So yeah, been well looked after.
How did you get signed to Armada? I mean, that's what everybody wants, right?
We have to cut this bit. I'm not signed to Armada. Yeah, I've actually got my own record label. Yeah.
It's even better. How did you get your own record label?
Well, I've run record labels for other people for about 5 years, and I've just decided to start my own business now, start my own brand. So yeah, just recently launched it in the last couple of months with my album launch. So yeah, we're just going to go from here and see how it goes.
And that's probably also why you do release an album, because a lot of people, especially up-and-coming artists, only release singles at first. And I was really thrilled to find that you are about to release an album.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, I mean, I've been releasing singles on different labels for the last 5 years. Some with Armada as well. Some, did some great releases with those guys. But I think now it's time to build my own brand and my own, sound. So instead of just launching the record label with just one single or just some other, new artists, I've decided to do two big projects at the same time: an album and a label together, launched at the same time. So I think it'd be a good introduction to the market.
What made you decide? I mean, of course, you talked about this a little, but this is a big step, man. I mean, to release an album by itself is already a big feat, but to start your own label at the same time, isn't it a little bit too much work?
Yeah, it is, and it has been quite difficult in times and places. Some people might think I'm mad to do both at once, be the label manager, promotions, marketing, and the guy that wrote and produced it all. But I don't know. I just I knew how to do both sides, so I thought, well, why not just do it yourself? That way I'm in control of every decision I make. I can invest into the different things I want to invest in my way, basically.
Is it important for you to be in control? I mean, it probably is, right?
From a personal level, being a bit of a control freak, yes. But if there's any other artists out there watching this, it certainly is not the be-all and end-all. By all means, get help and, have other people involved in your business. And I do have help from a couple of my management team in the UK who help with the label as well. But yeah, it certainly has driven me mad doing everything myself, so yeah.
Are you planning on releasing other artists as well on your label?
100%, yeah. We're actually talking to some guys already from the UK. I can't reveal them just yet. Okay, there's a couple of guys called Amos and Right Night of Trance Acts from the UK. We're speaking to those guys, and just like a whole bunch of guys on the demo scene as well. We've only recently launched the A&R side of the label, so demos have only just been coming in this very week. So we're still going through them all. But you can expect some new releases.
So if anybody listens to this interview, watches this interview, and they have some great tracks, can they send them to you?
Absolutely. Demos at higherforcesrecords.com.
And what do they have to bring? Does it have to be trance, or can it be breakbeat, or can it be whatever grime?
We're looking for mainly anywhere between progressive house, deep house, all the way through to uplifting trance and everything in between. So it could be progressive trance, even if it's a bit of techno infused records. So the doors really are open to all genres really.
Wow, man! Congratulations, that's cool. Hey, and also album coming up one second closer. 12 tracks, a lot of tracks. Maybe a bit too long for vinyl.
Maybe, but it's not going to be released on vinyl, so it should be okay. But yeah, no. The album actually comes to 1 hour and 6 minutes, so I don't think it's too long. I mean, a lot of the tracks are on there, they're not all really ridiculously long trance tracks. There's 2 or 3 on there that are full length trance versions, but then there is a lot of shorter, just more like song interpretations and dance music.
A lot of guest vocals on there, a lot of collabs. How did you find all those people, and how do you select voices for your music?
The way I select them is really just whoever is most suited to the track. And, it wasn't an easy process getting the right vocals. Some of the tracks had 2 or 3 different people try singing over the top of them before I got to the point where I was happy with what I received. That part of the process was probably the most difficult part of doing the album, was finding the right vocals, right vocalists as well. I think we got there in the end.
How long did you work on this album? Because there's older tracks on it as well. I mean, Black Hole is an older song. It's from 2013. Of course, also a massive hit because, I counted it, 1.6 million plays on Spotify. If you combine all the mixes, that's that's pretty fucking good, man.
Yeah, yeah. It's ridiculous. There's also 6 million plays on YouTube, which is insane. But yeah, like that's a new version of Black Hole. So like everything on the album is pretty much new, and a lot of the tracks have been written over the last 3 to 4 years, and different ideas that were never like completely pushed over the line, like different concepts I had, which were maybe not right for that what I was doing at the time. Maybe not a single release, but perfect for an album. So I've been gathering bits of ideas over the last 3 to 4 years. But the actual kind of hard work, like the grafting, started from April, where I had all my ideas and I just literally just sit in the studio and just graft out the engineering. Every day working on mixing, engineering vocals, producing the beats, producing the bass.
Did you have to kill a lot of darlings? I mean, if you have music for over 4 years, you probably had like, I don't know, 30 tracks maybe, more?
Yeah, I mean, like, over the last, 4 years, it probably has been, including the album tracks, close to 30. Some were singles and some now have appeared on the album. So, yeah, and some didn't make it as well, actually. Yeah, we did cull about 3 of them. It is, yeah, but, I'd rather have 12 on there I really believe in than, 15 or 16, which I'm just rehashing the same sound set. I really needed to make sure that every track was individual. It had its own identity.
Awesome. Are you happy when now looking back? Because I mean, it must have been a shitload of work.
Yeah, shitload of work. Very stressful, but I am happy, and hopefully it'll do the damage on Friday when it's released. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. I'm nervous, but excited.
Cool. Is it? I mean, how important is this record for you? Is it to make it or break it for your label as well?
No, I wouldn't say it's like make it or break it. I mean, like, I have a ton of other singles which I've written since finishing the album as well. So like, from now on in, like, I always struggled with consistency in the past because of work commitments, but now the only thing I do now is produce and DJ. So hopefully now, it'll just be I can keep a constant schedule of releases.
You're here now in Amsterdam at the Armada office. Your album will be out pretty soon. What holds the near future for you? Playing? Will you be touring? Can people find you anywhere?
Absolutely, yeah. We've already got 3 dates confirmed for the album tour in the UK. Our American agent at the moment is busy booking that up as well. So we're looking at Boston, Charlotte, New York, LA, everywhere really. So yeah, I imagine 2017, the back end of it will be stacked with shows around 1 second closer.
Talking really relaxed about this, but I mean, this is something amazing, man. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know, I do know, but honestly, I've been massively stressed for the last year, last 12 months. But like, yeah, everything seems to be in place, so like the cogs are now working well. So yeah, obviously, I know there's going to be some things that'll trip me up along the way, but yeah, we're getting there.
Hey, for all those people who don't know you yet, I mean, you are a regular, especially in trance. I mean, you took a seat here, you looked at all the people behind you. Of course, Orion who's looking at you dreamy right now. I mean, he's a friend, right?
Yeah. Over the last few years, working with the different various labels, you do get to know most of the guys anyway. So yeah, good friends with most of the trance guys out there.
So how did you get into this? I mean, you're still a young guy. How did you get into this scene? And how did you get a job that everybody wants?
Everyone says I'm a young guy. I'm actually quite a bit older than people think. But yeah, it's a bit deceiving. But I met Gareth Emery, I guess, in 2010. Started working for Garuda Records up until the point it was moved over to Armada. Garuda joined Armada about 12 months ago, maybe a bit long, about 2 years ago. And then I helped them with the final project, which was the last Gareth album, and then I went off on my own and started doing my own label on my own album. So yeah, I guess the turning point was, being a producer and meeting people like Gareth along the way.
Are there any people that inspire you to do this? Are there any people that you look up to? You go like, well, I want to reach this level?
Yeah, I mean, like from early years was Paul van Dyk, when I was like 13, back in like 1999, 2000s. Then obviously, we're here with Armada. I mean, everything he's achieved in the community is built for a state of trance, and the incredible Armada label and events, that's obviously, you can't help but be inspired by that. The actual scale of what he's created is huge, and then, I've worked alongside Gareth as well, and seeing the steps he's taken from where he's come from to where he is now, incredibly inspiring. So yeah, 3 guys in particular I think of.
You start off with nothing probably, and then you have to buy an Apple laptop, which will cost, I don't know, £1,500. You have to get the Serato software, which is probably expensive. You have to get, I don't know what. How did that first investment yourself?
Well, I was like getting like one turntable for Christmas, not like even a pair, and I had to wait till like my birthday to get the second turntable. That's true. I'm not even making that up. I had to wait 6 months to get my second turntable. That's how determined I was to be a DJ. I just had one deck, right? I had one deck and the most basic crap 2-channel mixer. I used to put a CD, it's just a CD player, a personal Walkman, and just put mix CDs there and practice getting beats in time on the right deck. And that's how I learned to beat match. And in terms of production, I just had like my, the old family PC, downloaded some crack software, just to kind of get the ball going. And then I had really crap part-time jobs. I worked at punching numbers into computers and stuff all day, and eventually started to build my kit up just by reinvesting in that. So yeah, just shit determination, I guess.
So it's not the glamorous thing that everybody thinks it is instantly. There is a lot of shitty jobs as well.
I admire guys like people like Martin Garrix, like Zed. They've had they have amazing careers, and the young guys as well. And I guess maybe it's the same for me. People think you look from the outside and think, oh my God, it's just all roses. It's not. Even on a day-to-day basis, I still battle with things that I need to get done. Still battle with, people that you work with trying to get things to come together as we all work together. So yeah, it is a non-stop grind. If dance music's not roses, but the rewards are amazing. DJing in front of thousands of people and releasing your music. They're amazing rewards.
It's said that the music industry is probably the toughest industry to work with. I mean, it's like a shark pool with no water, only sharks. You're bound to make mistakes, right?
Absolutely, and I've made some right stinkers over the years. And the only thing I can say is I'm a terrible person for dwelling on the mistakes. And really, all you got to do is go, look, I won't do that again. You've learned the lesson here. And all you can do is to walk away with the positive and go, well, at least I know that didn't work, But yeah, it is a tough industry, but, the rewards can be good. So stick at it.
Very good. Hey, let's talk about the album more. You have 2 tracks released. Black Holes, of course, out. How Can I is current single. Jessica Lawrence sings on this. Can you tell me a little about the track? How did it get together? Why did you pick her?
Yeah, sure. That's one of the tracks that I said earlier that I've had the demo for since around 2009, and it's evolved. It's just never whoever I worked with it on, with the vocalist wise, it never really clicked, and we got closer and closer and closer until this very last, the last 6 months. Was when I met Jessica 6 months before the album came out. I met her on a website for vocalists who basically they're a session vocalist who write as a job, and she wrote something incredible. Even from her first demo, I was like, wow, this is insanely good. She just brought so much integrity and authenticity to it. The way she writes, you really felt like it's actually telling a story. And there was just no one else connected to the record before until she did that. So that's how it came about, really.
So the track is from 2009, actually? Fuck.
Variations of it over the last 5 years.
Yeah.
So the chords and the melody started in a variation there, and then there was a 2011 variation, and then it was on the back burner until 2013, 14 when I had someone else try on it. It didn't work, and then when I went full time with music, then I was like, right, okay, now we're getting somewhere.
So that means actually 2 things. First, that the track and your music is pretty timeless, because if a track is 8 years old and you can just release right now and it's still fresh, then your music is timeless?
Well, I won't say it's timeless. Every new version of it, obviously, I upped the production, so the engineering became more current, the sound set was evolved into a more current sound set, something I was more aligned with, so every time I did it, it got better as well. But again,
production got better, but the song is the same.
Yeah, of course, the song's the same. And chords are timeless and melodies are timeless. So if you write a good melody in 1960, it'll still be a good melody today. And that's what 1 Second Closer is all about. I tried to make sure it was all about the songs and all about the music, rather than just rehashing, a trance sound set.
Now, a golden rule in the record industry is that you have your whole life to prepare for your first record, which you probably have. You've been working to this moment. You're going to release the album. There's going to be shitloads of quality music on it because you had the time to do it. But now this is finished. It's done. It's recorded. It's going to be out. And you probably have to work on a follow-up. And you probably only have 2 weeks to write all the songs and do the production, because you'll be a success. You'll be on tour all the time.
Yeah, that's a hard touring working balance, isn't it? That's what we're all trying to crack, the perfect medium between the two. But I don't know what to say. I feel now I'm just doing music full time. I will have the momentum and the schedule to do that. So, but who knows? I could be completely proved wrong. In 12 months' time, I might be on my knees going, I can't get in the studio. But who knows? We'll see. Yeah.
Hey, thanks so much for your time.
My pleasure. It was a pleasure talking to you.